Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to a quick update on the Pistols of the Warlords Kickstarter campaign. We are approaching the very end of the campaign. That last day is actually this coming Friday. But before that happens, we did decide to add an extra pledge level by popular request, and that is a pledge level specifically for Arming the Dragon. So Arming the Dragon is a monograph. It's about 50 pages long, written in the 1990s, the mid-90s, by one Dolf Goldsmith. Dolf is absolutely a pillar of the firearms collecting and the machine gun shooting communities. He is perhaps best known for the 7 other major reference books he has written on machine guns, 1 on the Maxim, 1 on the Vickers, and no less than 5 books on the Browning machine guns. Fantastic guy, and I was extremely excited when he gave us permission to reprint this monograph, Arming the Dragon, alongside Pistols of the Warlords. What it is a study of Chinese Mauser and sort of Mauser-like rifles. It covers 4 specific patterns. Those are the Hanyang 88, which is actually a Gewehr 88 copy, the Mauser model of 1907, the Chiang Kai-shek rifle, and the Type 21, made at a variety of major Chinese arsenals. These are primarily the rifles that armed the men in the same warlord armies where you would find the pistols that are in my book, Pistols of the Warlords. So this was originally printed in very small quantities, and it was originally like a paper-covered, spiral-bound book. We are very excited and happy to announce that because we've gotten so much interest in it from you guys, we've sold enough copies of it to justify making it a hardcover book. Our original plan was to do softcover, but we are in fact upgrading it to hardcover. So everyone who's already pledged for a copy, your copy will now become a hardcover copy. And if you just want a copy of that, if you don't have the funds available for a copy of the whole big book on Chinese pistols, but you do want the Mauser booklet, I should say. Like I said, it's about 50 pages, so I don't want to overpromise this thing. It's not huge, but it does have a lot of really good information about these various patterns of Chinese rifles. At any rate, it is now available as a standalone pledge for $25 plus shipping. So you can find that on there's a link to the Kickstarter in the description text below. This book isn't really big on pictures. There are a handful of original black and white pictures. We haven't made very many changes to Dolf's original manuscript here. There was one factual issue that we decided to correct, and that was an issue of the dating on the Hanyang rifles, whether it was based on Chinese revolutionary dates or Western dates. So we fixed that. We fixed a couple little typos. There is one page early on that has pictures of all 4 of these patterns. We replaced Dolf's original black and white pictures with color pictures. However, the original photographs from the original printing are lost. They are long gone. Dolf doesn't have them anymore. And so for the other pictures, which are things that are much harder for us to find, we were not able to figure out a way to retake those pictures in color. So we've reproduced the original black and white ones. At any rate, you can see a couple of spreads from the book. I think it's fantastic. It's a great reference on these Chinese rifles where there is very little information out there published. And as I said at the beginning, we're really excited to be able to republish that. There is a royalty payment that's going to Dolf as a part of that, and frankly, I'm really excited to give him a big old check from you guys wanting many, many copies of that book. So, roundabout way of getting back to, if you would like just Arming the Dragon, I won't take it personally that you aren't getting my book as well. You can pick it up in the Kickstarter below. Once the Kickstarter ends, it will become available through headstamppublishing.com as a standalone purchase. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for so much tremendous support for the Kickstarter. This has been Headstamp's most successful book launch to date. And to celebrate that, I should also point out, on Friday, for the last 2 hours of the Kickstarter, we will be celebrating with a live stream. We'll be publishing that. The live stream will be starting at 7 p.m. Arizona time. That's 7 Pacific. I believe that is 10 Eastern, and it's some other time for you guys who are elsewhere in the world. We'll be running for 2 hours until 9 p.m. Arizona, which is the end of the Kickstarter. So definitely mark that on your calendar. Come join us. We'll be trying out some of the cocktails from the book and generally having a good time. Thanks.